let's talk about centrists and why people seem to hate them. Because as somebody that's been long identified as a centrist type person, are centrists the people who ride bikes of politics? Because all I know is drivers, for some reason, seem to really dislike pedestrians. Pedestrians readily seem to dislike drivers. However, both of them seem to dislike people who ride bikes. Why is this? Are bikers infringing upon their space? Well, I notice a lot of bike lanes going around. It's like, hey, I like seeing people getting out there, getting exercise, riding some bikes and everything. But all of a sudden, if you have somebody zip by past you and they're like silent because they're human powered or going downhill or something, it's like, all right. And then occasionally bikes become cars and traffic lanes. I digress. What the heck is a centrist? It's a very good question. I think that means a lot of different things to a lot of folks. What do I mean by this? Well, when you say a centrist, does it mean you're the exact center on every issue? You don't have an opinion? I don't think that's the case right at all. I think a lot of folks have many opinions. If you're trying to average out these particular issues, what's important to different people? Well, we each have something that's very important to us. It all depends on our lived experience, where we come from and everything, and what we hold dear. How the heck do you quantify that? Well, I have no idea. I suppose you could ask people, and depending on how they respond, how accurately they respond, some folks, well, we all know nobody would ever say something that they didn't 100% mean, especially on the internet. I digress. But I'll as I turn into the dragon there, yes. Don't worry, we're going to talk about other things. We're going to add more technicality here soon. I just need to finish uploading stuff to OBS. But as far as centrists go, it's like, all right, well, what is the center? Is it the mean, median, or mode? I remember learning that those things were different. Do I remember the differences? I do not. Could I look it up? Yes, I probably should as well. Hail, friends. I see you, K-Shell, Rosie, and Curtis. How are we all doing there? But, again, it's like, all right, I still remember freshman year of college. I think it was Politics 101. I think it was like the first class of the day. We had a nice old Greek gentleman. He came in. He asked us like a series of 5 questions. He's like, all right, just kind of write down where you kind of fall on those. And at the end, he's like, well, he explained, well, this is more the liberal position. This is more the conservative position. It's like, all right, did anybody actually all answer all of them the same? I don't think anybody's hand went up. I may be adjusting that story, but that was the meme I took away from it, the generalized mimetic. It's like, oh, we all have different things that are valuable to us. Okay. So, guess what? A lot of folks don't share these things. So you don't actually know where another person falls. Because while you may disagree with someone vehemently on a particular issue, there actually might be another issue. Maybe there's an issue that's even more important to you than that. Maybe they feel very passionately about that particular issue. Maybe rather than viewing somebody as an enemy just because you have a couple of mean words or a misunderstanding or something, maybe that person actually holds something dear that you do as well. And that's the thing. But it seems like we live in a world where rather than focusing what we have in common, we focus on what we have different. Why? Politics and stuff like that. Negative ads historically have worked. So we've continued to do them. We just live in the social media landscape now as well. Because anybody that's ever worked in New Hampshire during any election season, you all know, you put on TV, the radio, or anything, it's just like around a certain time of year, boom, 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 boom. I almost wonder if there's an elasticity of negativity. Can you become too negative? Are there diminishing returns? Is it going to get to the point where a lot of folks that are kind of in the center are just going to be like, I'm sick of this BS, just give me somebody with an idea? I don't know. What's going to happen? What's happening, Joe? Shout out to my patron, Joe Franco. I should actually be able to start actually doing videos and actually adding the end scripts and all that jazz now. Just got to set it all up. So there'll be more to come. But just to wrap up on centrists, it's like, oh, well, do you just not agree with me? Do you need someone to agree with you? If somebody doesn't agree with you, is it literally the point where you have to hate the person? I don't know. That's the thing, because that's kind of sounding a little bit religious to me, and all I know is from a lot of the major faiths and everything that I'm aware of, it's like, oh, you're supposed to, like, I don't know, have faith, do good works, help your fellow man. These seem to be certain commonalities. It's like, all right, do not rape, do not kill, do not steal. These are principles that every person of every faith can believe in, right? I don't know. Just it's my 2 cents there. I think a lot of us fall within a lot of the same categories. We seem to miss it at times. But thank you all for watching. Peace out, everybody. Be safe, and long live the elbow bump. If my glasses aren't fogged up enough,